I'm State Senator Adam Ebbin of Alexandria, and I'm the co-chair of the General Assembly's Gun Violence Prevention Caucus.
So tell me, these last 10 days, obviously there was UVA, there were 4 shot dead in Richmond, and then there's what happened last night. What's going through your mind as Virginia finds itself once again in the national news over the same issue?
Well, it's a tragedy that Virginia is losing more than 1,000 Virginians on average every year to gun violence and twice as many injured. We've got guns as the leading cause of death among children and teens here in Virginia, which is just something that's preventable and tragic and unthinkable. While the people who sadly lost their lives in Chesapeake may not have been children, it just is sad that Virginia is once again making headlines in this way, and it's preventable, I believe.
So tell me, what work are you doing right now in Richmond to, I guess, create more gun control?
Right. Well, we're working to prevent gun violence when we go back into session in January. There'll be laws mandating safe storage of guns for responsible gun owners to keep them away from people who shouldn't have them. There'll be efforts to ban high-capacity magazines, which are unnecessary, and there'll be efforts to rein in the ability of people to have military-style assault-style weapons.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need them, but if they're going to exist at all, I've got a bill to prevent them from being openly carried in public, and there'll be others who want to either outright ban them, which is fine with me, or at least prevent those under 21 from legally owning them.
Tell me, obviously, there's a different composition to Richmond right now than there was under Northam's administration when more gun prevention legislation went into effect. And right now, of the statements I've received, people have emailed back to me. Your party has been more aggressive in doing that. But obviously, Republicans have power where they didn't used to have power. Are you concerned that you won't be able to pass the same type of legislation that you proposed, or that you also proposed in the past under Northam?
Right. Well, we do have a difficult time with the Republican House, and people need to be outspoken and let people know what they expect their legislators, responsible legislators, to support. The founders certainly didn't envision people having assault-style weapons that can extinguish lives so rapidly that we see Virginians once every 10 hours falling to gun violence. We also have to more aggressively invest in mental health and other supports to people who, so that they don't turn to gun violence. And perhaps the Republicans will join us in that effort.
Mm-hmm. Just 2 more quick questions here for you. Did you see Speaker Gilberts' statement regarding what happened in Chesapeake?
No, what did it say?
I'm going to read that to you. Human condition appears more broken all the time. Between 2020 and 2022, Virginia Democrats enacted some of the staunchest gun control laws in America, knowing it would not end this type of violence. This year, the General Assembly passed Project Ceasefire to help end gang violence that is rising across Virginia and our nation. The 2 recent shootings are still under investigation, and we don't know enough about what happened to know what, if any, legislative actions would make a difference. That being said, if someone can tell us how to legislate evil out of the human heart without depriving law-abiding citizens of their constitutionally protected rights, then I'm all ears. So my first question is, do you have a reaction to what the speaker said?
Yeah, he's kind of not really addressing the problem. While there's certainly evil around the world in other developed democracies that don't have the same kind of mass proliferation of guns, particularly assault-style weapons, you don't see the same level of gun violence in those countries. We need to stop making it easy for people to kill people. That's the bottom line, and there's ways to do that. Virginia is still in the top 40 something in gun violence, and it shouldn't be.
I'm sorry.
No, I think the speaker's trying to avoid the issue, and it's true that we don't yet know all the details about these shootings, but we do know that there are data-driven, results-oriented measures that can be taken to prevent gun violence.